And we're live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Fury of Dracula game in the 2024 League of Dracula tournament. And today we have for you Strider656, the man, the myth, the legend, the king himself, the lord of the noobs, versus Skybreaker96, himself an up-and-coming player in his own right, and a formidable force at the table. Today I'm joined by the legendary JB Philly. Say hi to the nice people, JB Philly.
Sorry about the, I'm just gonna come in with a legendary, epic fail here, and my game audio started up right when you called on me to talk. Okay. Now that's fixed. Well, first of all, legendary, let's cool your jets there, pal. I'm just some fucking guy. Am I allowed to curse on here? I'm just some effing guy. Okay, if I'm correct, lobby.
No, you don't have to keep it clean here.
Anyways, yeah, hi, it's me.
Well,
also no longer taking part in this tournament to my relief, since my schedule has been pretty bananas.
Oh yeah.
Happy to have done my part.
Are you saying you drew intentionally?
What's up?
Oh, that's right. You were not qualified to make it into the next stage, no matter how well you did. Isn't that right?
I didn't look at the numbers. If I had won, so I played 7 games on behalf of Hero One, the player that dropped out. I didn't look at the numbers to see if it would have been hypothetically possible for me to make it into the knockouts. I don't know if it would have. I think that at the beginning of stage 4, he had 6. He/me had 6 wins, and so did a lot of other players. So theoretically, I think it might have been possible to qualify, but I did lose a couple of games. And so yeah, it ended up being immaterial. I don't know that I really damaged anybody else's chances of getting in. Yeah, I don't know how much of a difference it made, which honestly I feel fine about, because I guess I would have felt kind of bad if I like swept all my games and then I ended up in somebody different getting into the finals than otherwise might have. But of course that's all hypothetical, and who could know how things would have gone. So anyway, it's more just that I no longer have to find time in my schedule to play against people in very different time zones, and that is certainly a relief.
Oh,
but it was a lot of fun taking part, and it did get me into that very tense tournament mindset of really like carrying for them.
Brings all those memories flooding right back, beating me in the tournament, right?
Yeah, it's good times.
And we're joined by Met King now, everybody. So say hello, Met King.
Oh, don't mind me. I thought I'd just drop in.
Glad to have you, buddy.
Yeah.
And if you're watching the stream, feel free to say hi in chat. Or if not, feel free to just lurk and observe. That's fine too.
Yeah, I'm not looking at the chat. So
Love
if
to
anybody
know who
says
we got out there,
yeah, shout them out, and I'll shout them out after you.
Yeah, we love our community here at the
the peanut gallery is
Discord.
where that comes from. Okay, so we're looking at a Pizza Wizard start. Mina's got a pretty nice set of items and events visible there.
Chartered Carriage and Stake, yeah, those are both formidable.
Stake handy.
Powerful cards.
Yeah, Chartered Carriage, that's a big one. Those movement cards, Sense of Emergency, Chartered Carriage, even Excellent Weather.
Especially,
they're pretty important.
Especially early on, when a Chartered Carriage can mean the difference between Dracula maturing a hoax, or Dracula maturing a hoax.
I mean, I'd say early, mid, late. Well, especially early and late in particular, because Chartered Carriage can also be the key ingredient of a renewed vigor attack that allows you to jump on Dracula and kill him. But like you said, yeah, really important at the beginning too. If you're looking at, say, like a Varna start, that might be the only thing that gets them to Stake a Vampire.
Is Chartered Carriage one of the better cards? You know, because it can be used at almost any time, right? Like you can use it early, like we were saying, to stop a card from maturing. You can use it late to get onto Dracula. You could use it in the middle of the game to reposition a hunter.
Like, it's dices.
Eminently useful.
It does. I think those movement cards are up there. Like they they're obviously not on the level of your Forewarned, your Renewed Vigor, your Heroic Leap, but like they're up there. I mean, between
It's
that
a
and
versatile award, definitely.
yeah, I think those are better than like escape routes, planned ambushes, better than stuff like
Those minor combat events.
yeah, I mean stuff like Lucky Find. I mean allies are kind of their own little thing. They're pretty key too, but like I'd say they're on the same level as all the allies and surprising returns, for sure.
Yeah, quick question. Where were the hired scouts called out earlier? I missed that part.
Well, that would imply that we were actually paying attention.
Oh, which was
Yeah.
not no.
We
Well,
don't
we got
worry
Johnny
about it.
Boy in the
Yeah,
scene.
we'll find out where he is anyway. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we got old Johnny H on the case, and he works slow but very reliable.
Detective Harker.
Well, he's a lawyer. He's got to work slow.
Yeah, gotta cross all those T's, dot those I's, you know.
Well, I was talking to Scott Sword in the last game. Well, not that we were observing. Game we were playing.
Sorry, let me correct myself. He's a solicitor.
That's right.
Get it right.
Jonathan Harker, though he acts slowly, can actually give you a lot of advantage depending on the situation because you lose all the doubt as to where the Dracula's encounter is going to be, and so you can just plan around that and get extra supplies out of it.
Yeah, it's not quite perfect at catching up with Dracula, but especially if you get him early game, you don't get the info cards you want. It will give you a way to find him at least.
It helps you deal with the trail.
Yeah, I mean Harker's an early game card.
Yeah. Sister Agatha can close a game, but Jonathan can get you into that game in the first place.
Yep.
Yeah, and if you draw him at an awkward time, you can just search instead. I think he's actually pretty good, pretty decent card in a lot of ways. He might not be as flashy as Rufus Smith dealing all that damage, but if let's say, you know, you reveal that Dracula was in Strasbourg, right? But we don't know where he went the next day. Well, Jonathan Harker does know, and he'll tell you. Mm-hmm. And you could just stand there and supply or do what you need to do in the meantime until he tells you what's going on.
And then Dracula just misdirects the space after it when, you know, right before it matures or before it slides and
Right, but then I mean that's only gonna buy him so much time, yeah.
Oh sure, I know.
Newspaper time? I would like to see a nice newspaper report here.
Wow.
I haven't been seeing enough.
The hunters, but
newspapers being so shy this tournament, I feel like.
Hey.
Yeah.
The important part of winning a game is winning it without newspapers.
I mean, it's true.
Don't rely on your crutch.
The fact that they searched with Rufus kind of makes me think they haven't drawn newspapers yet.
Yeah.
If you knew that a newspaper report was going to turn, you'd probably.
But you have Jonathan Harker in play. Why would you want to put Rufus Smith in play?
Well, because if you know that newspaper is coming, then Jonathan Harker's usefulness is mostly over. And
no,
Rufus...
because we just talked about all the ways Jonathan Harker's useful.
I mean,
crazy.
He's a renewable.
Yeah, I know he is, but like, come on, how often outside of the very beginning of the game when newspaper reports doesn't show up, how often is Jonathan Harker actually that useful? I don't know. No, I think not that often.
He's still a reusable newspaper.
He is. He is.
Hamburg.
We found him. Interesting check.
All
with him.
right.
I bet he already checked Amsterdam with the earlier one. That was probably what we missed.
Yeah.
Otherwise, why check Hamburg?
That's
good old Hamburg.
That's a white 3 train away.
Yeah, they can get there now. They've got some time.
That was just as good as a newspaper report.
Actually, no, not. Yeah, you know, they've got enough time.
Oh, there's a hide though.
Yeah, depending on what the hide is. If it's a saboteur, that could actually be worse, because then even them double teaming it can't get in there unless Godalming's got a gun.
But do you go ahead and move to Berlin now, like on the next day, see if Dracula's in Berlin?
Yeah, I mean that is a nice double-purpose move. You know, it lets you check Berlin as well as.
And if it turns out Dracula's actually there, Mina Harker can jump in too, and you could 2-on-1 him. And if not, then At the worst, I mean, he could probably delay you, right? And then at that
Yeah.
point, Hamburg actually becomes kind of a threat. But as long as you have a dogs or a forewarned, you got nothing to worry about, right? Because I mean,
Yeah.
he can't delay you twice, right? Unless he puts a bats in Berlin.
I mean, yeah, you could do that. But I mean, I think there's zero chance that Dracula will move to Berlin right now because he
I
knows
agree.
that they're very likely going to move there, so he won't be in Berlin. But he may have.
He could have been there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not sure how he moved to Berlin.
Well, he could have gone Cologne and then Leipzig. It seems unlikely. I mean, if I'm gonna stop with the craziness, I would say he probably went to like Nuremberg or Frankfurt. But
Yeah.
that's the thing is, you have to. If you don't move to Berlin, then there's no chance that you end up finding him there, right? Whereas if you're heading that way anyway, and you check it now, and it turns out he is there, boom, 2-on-1. It's like you have to go there anyway, right? Unless you want a sense of emergency to Hamburg. Where do you think he is, Matt King?
Well, not real sure, honestly. I can see him going down the Dracula Highway, down all the small towns, but
Yeah. Yeah, go for like Frankfurt or Nuremberg and then make your way to Strasbourg.
yeah. Taking the slow march down to Marseille.
But the thing is, he hasn't wolf formed yet, right? So even if this is a vampire and it does mature, he would be without wolf form if he used it right now, right?
Well, no sense wolfing early if you don't know if your vampire will go off.
Maybe.
It's nice to make that extra leap of an extra space, but there is something to be said that keeping that wolf in your back pocket is an emergency maneuver.
it is. You're right. Hamburg is revealed, so they're very likely to go deal with it at this point. But are they really? Are they definitely gonna do
There
it?
was a trade between Galming and
It's got a hide card on it,
Ina.
right?
I don't think you'd fog this early. The hide fog would be incredibly powerful to getting this
Right, but you could put a bat
supposed vampire to go off.
Sometimes you do see it. Yeah. Okay, Seward's the one on the move. Interesting. Now, is he gonna rail his way into Hamburg next turn and try to dog his way out of whatever's there?
Dogs are forewarned, yeah. Welcome, Snuff.
Yeah. Oh,
welcome.
Oh, well.
Or me, will just take the
we go.
train.
Right,
I forgot about that.
We're already talking about this. Yeah, she
Yep.
could literally just take a charter carriage straight there and stake it.
Yeah, so if it's the
No
Saboteur,
fuss,
she'll
no
be fine
fuss.
even without dogs. If it's the Bats, then Seward can get there, so yeah.
Right.
Seward can
I
make
guess
it.
the problem is if
It's
it's in
reckless.
the store and she doesn't have a gun, then they have a problem.
Okay, guys, remember you click the button in the bottom left to get the Scott Sword view for this combat.
Bottom left.
No, bottom right.
Oh, of course, yeah.
The Scots.
Well, that's up to Gyra. I'm recording. So
I've been
just
guilty
stand
of
up
it.
screen,
I've
nobody's
been guilty
expecting.
of it myself from time to time. I mean, all these combats don't take place in a vacuum, right?
Well,
Yeah, they
breaks this
exist.
guy's first fang off, so Dracula is on the board.
Oh, nice fang.
Oh, hosted.
Wow, okay. Well, she really did not want to risk that thing being a Bats or a Saboteur, I guess.
Just kill it now while you can.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, Seward
punched
would,
round one, so
Seward would still have
Reckless
to
probably
take.
thought it was safe to stare.
I mean, can you imagine though if it had a second fangs and Mina just died there?
I mean, yeah,
Well,
pretty high risk actually.
yeah.
Oh wait, hang on. He didn't ambush with the hide. Holy smokes. He didn't
Well,
ambush.
I guess we'll never know.
So was he waiting for? What was he waiting for? He knew Mina had a stake, so.
Probably because he was gonna get a search in there anyway.
Oh right, so it could be something that. Oh right, so maybe it was like a bat that was then gonna like get her when she searched, I guess, or even a set. I don't know.
I don't know. Why
Oh.
didn't he
But
ambush?
even if it's a delaying encounter, you still hit her with it to force Seward to come in. Oh, Strider's stuck.
Yeah, what could it be that you don't ambush with it? Another vampire. That's what it is.
But then why don't you ambush? Like, you still try to damage her.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, you're trying to get her
you're
into
trying to
night
bait her into night fight. She uses the stake, and then she finds herself in a night fight with the one on the hide card.
Right.
And then you kill her, and it's like, yeah, you stake my vampire, but I got a kill out of that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you still ambush with it to try to get more damage. Then she either has to wait.
Right, but then you get a little bit of damage. Yeah, I mean, you raise a good point as well. Like, she either has to move off or wait or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
because then you get her for like 4 to 8
But
damage.
I mean, maybe he didn't. Maybe that didn't occur to him. You know, it didn't occur to me.
That's
Maybe he was just like bait her into the night fight.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll ask him after the game if we remember.
I mean, what else could it be that you don't ambush, right?
Yeah, like it can't just be a damaging encounter because then of course you ambush.
It would be
It's
nice to know.
fog, maybe it was a
jar
fog.
dirt.
He was just trying to trap her for a
He's
little bit
nice
longer.
flying.
But I think if it's a fog, you just ambush when she moves in and try to show the vampire. Like,
He's nice
Well,
flying.
oh my!
did-
it's
He
nice
did
flying.
Mystic Research earlier. There are 4
Oh,
cards at
okay.
the bottom. So
You are
Okay.
correct. And so he's got 4 night supplies. Ooh, and
So yeah, like turn up the pressure
Oh,
on Dracula.
he hit Unearthly Swiftness and Hidden Schemes.
Yeah. Oh, Mina could have supplied there, given the Mystic Research. There's still 3 night supplies left.
Maybe
Huh?
she needs the train ticket though. She did
Yeah,
just
she might.
use one to get there, so she needs a new one to get out.
Or somebody else needs to move with horses, and he wants to help with that. Maybe save his night supplies for a little bit longer.
I mean, if she gets the right train ticket, she could get to Prague or Nuremberg. Even
Yeah.
Frankfurt.
Yeah, so we don't know for a fact that Dracula didn't go through Berlin, but I just consider it highly unlikely because, why?
No, I think he's more likely in Italy or France right now. I think a psychic wand in France wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if you can get her to Brussels.
I mean, maybe that's what she was hoping for. Yeah, it was a 3-2 ticket to get to where Seward is.
So, you think he might be in Geneva right now?
I mean, he could be in Zagreb right now.
That is true.
He could be in Paris.
Be in Zagreb.
Just
He
so
could be in
many options.
Genoa. Wait. Yeah, he could be. He could be in Milan.
Yeah.
All right, check Munich. That's
Did not
important.
go to Munich.
That's a good check.
He's not Zagreb.
So,
Yeah, he's in Italy or France right now. Unless he's doing some really funky stuff and somehow is still in Germany, but.
Oh, I mean, he could be in 44 right now. But
Okay,
yeah,
check
it's far more likely.
Strasbourg.
Far more likely.
All right, so he went probably Cologne, Frankfurt, or possibly Leipzig, Nuremberg, Strasbourg.
No, there's one city
could have
between
been in Le
Hamburg and
Havre.
Strasbourg. There's one city between Hamburg and Strasbourg. It has to be Cologne.
No, because he could have gone. Oh, you're right. Yep.
It has to be Cologne.
Yeah.
So he went to Cologne, then he went to Strasbourg. Now And then he didn't go to Brussels after because Dr. Seward was just in Brussels. So neither of these next two cards is Brussels.
Yeah.
So that means Paris,
Geneva, Zurich,
Nantes, Geneva,
Paris.
Marseille. Yeah, something along those lines. Zurich, Milan, maybe even Nuremberg, Prague.
I'm thinking Marseilles right now, just because that gives you a chance to pick a direction now.
That's kind of where I'd want to be. Yeah, I agree.
Ooh, all right. Got Seward out of the game for the next day.
Shows the pistol.
All right, he's back in heat.
Yeah. He's got little gun.
Yeah, getting him out of commission if you are in Marseille, then that's pretty good. Or if you're in Nantes right now, that's pretty good because you could spend tomorrow going to Bordeaux, and Seward won't be a factor.
Besides, we also all know that no hunter wants to deal with Marseille. They all just tell each other to do it.
Unless sometimes you send all 4 of them there.
Well, then they're all going to argue about who's dealing with Marseille.
Those goes, guys.
Gonna layer it.
Yeah.
Guess you're right about Jonathan Harker. He's not going to tell us much tomorrow because we've already deduced Cologne.
Yeah.
That's the thing, man. That's what I'm telling you. His main use is just a substitute for newspaper reports, and after that, it's just so rare that he contributes.
Yeah.
So by the time
You don't know, Pete's Wizard. It could be any number of reasons.
But this is precisely what I said though. The last known location of Dracula is Strasbourg, right? So now you can have all your hunters deal with Cologne and supply and get repositioned so they're in good positions, and they don't have to waste time checking all these little towns.
There's the wolf.
That's true. But at the same time, you don't want to be so far behind Dracula necessarily. Like, you would rather be, not letting a 6 encounter trail build up. Strider calling it Wolf from Marseille.
I mean, I agree with you that it's a slow way to go about it, but sometimes the other option is to blunder around and waste time.
That's true.
If you move Godalming to Zurich and he's not there, and then you move Seward to Nuremberg and he's not there, and you move Van Helsing to Nantes and he's not there, and you're like, well, great, that was a waste of 3 moves.
Oh no! Okay, so Godalming is going to Strasbourg. Now, what's the angle there? I guess an item trade.
All right. Yeah. If Van Helsing's got white 3, he can check Saragossa.
Let's see where he's going. Oh, very much not.
He's gonna deal Cologne.
Makes sense.
Strider's also noticed that word. Oh.
Okay, are they going to scan Germany? I'm sure he's not in Germany. I mean, he could be doing some really sneaky stuff and going through Prague back to Berlin, but I feel like that's a scan that comes up negative every time. I just don't. Yeah. I don't know if that was the reason. Or
there's being clever, and then there's being too clever for your own good.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise any Dracula to do that, but I mean, again, maybe item trades have to happen. There might be just like a lot of horses sitting on one character.
All right.
Maybe Van Helsing wants to have that stake, and Mina wants to have more guns and knives. So who knows?
Well, he said if Dracula did Wolf out of Marseille is heading into Iberia, he's gonna have loads of time to set up whatever he wants down there.
He sure will. Now, I am of the opinion that going to Iberia mid-game is almost always a mistake for Dracula. I don't know what to tell you how many games I've lost. Because getting out of Iberia is the problem. And, like, yeah, if you have a whole week to set up a trail, you can do some fun stuff in there, but you're going to get chased out, then you're at sea, and if it's not, like, the end of week 3, being at sea from Iberia is not a great position, because no matter where you're going to, the hunters can kind of get there.
I bet he will form to Nuremberg.
And then you got to be afraid of CG. Oh, yeah, Wolf from Nuremberg would be... I mean, that's where that scan would come in handy. The one case where that scan would come in handy. But now, wait, is Mina going to scan or is she going to check? No, it looks like she's checking. No, she's not.
Ticketing.
I bet
Interesting.
He will
Wow.
to Nuremberg.
If Dracula Wolf from Nuremberg, he is breathing the world's biggest sigh of relief right now.
I mean, he could have also gone to Not, and then maybe he wolf formed to, like, Santander.
Oh yeah, well, it's possibilities.
It's the theories, but ultimately, where did he go?
Time will tell. Harker will tell, possibly, if nothing else does.
Yeah, we just entered week 2.
So what's he gonna do here? Just supply. Do not faff about checking all these places adjacent to Strasbourg. Paris, I'm fine with. I mean, you're probably gonna have to go there anyway, right?
Yeah.
Supply.
It also puts him on a good spot on the rail network.
That I don't like so much.
Right, so he didn't go to Geneva, so he's right. He's probably running east. That means.
I mean, there's only 8 items, so it's not like he's desperate for items, probably. You can afford to just supply in the small towns and just get the event. Like, yeah, you don't get the item, but if you're already holding on to the good ones, that's not such a big deal. But Strider's a player who likes to go with his gut. So if he thinks he knows where Dracula went, he's going to try to find that out. But look at this. Now you've had all these moves, and we don't know anything still. Dracula could have gone Zurich, Nuremberg.
Well, we do know something now he didn't know before. He
Oh,
now
well,
knows
now
for a
we know
fact he didn't go
something.
west.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. Like, we've
It's not
learned
perfect
something
play, I'm saying,
by
but
elimination.
he does get something out of it.
Oh, well.
That won't help.
Sorry, my game is behind where you guys are.
Wax cylinders. Now he knows you have that.
Yeah. So, I mean, 99% he's in Italy now. Godalming checked Munich not that long ago. He could have snuck past him. It's totally possible he could have, but
he could have gone Zurich, Milan, and then wolf formed to Zagreb.
That's true. Yeah, you gotta check those two next.
Right, but you don't. JP Philly, you don't have to check them next because my man Keanu Reeves is gonna tell you.
Well, we do have some good news for Strider. Yeah, he's only got to figure out if he went to Leipzig or Frankfurt next. And if he guesses wrong, he does have another day to grab it. If he uses just 100 for that. Yeah, that's kind of one of the things that makes this game so interesting. Stuff. Everyone's got their own thought process for how Dracula should be played. Everyone's got their own process of how hunters should be done. And no two quite line up.
Okay. Okay, wait around for Harker. So yeah, that could be a Milan, then wolf form to Zagreb. It could be a Milan, then wolf form to... Well, actually... Could be a Nuremberg, and then wolf form to... Ooh, okay. Nope, nothing.
Yeah, there's evil presences.
Yeah. Could be a Nuremberg, and then wolf form to, like, Vienna, I suppose. That's a bit of an odd move. I don't know. I think, yeah, Milan to Zagreb is probably the most likely scenario here.
Yeah.
Ooh, getting rid of that steak, Mina. Oh, an extra steak. Yikes. Always a shame to see steaks go away like that.
Well, deck's about to be reshuffled, so it's not the worst time to throw away a steak.
Yeah, I mean that's absolutely, but it doesn't mean any vampires that are currently on the trail are going to be a bit of a hassle for them.
So, do you think he will form to Zagreb now?
I think it's likely.
Well, takes care of the Earth of Vamp.
Because if he didn't, he wolf formed down into Italy in some kind of a weird way that I personally would not use a wolf form on. Or he did something very strange with Nuremberg and then wolf forming to God knows where.
You wouldn't wolf from Zurich to Genoa?
No. If he did go down to Italy, he's gonna be running out of space soon. So
that'd be so Chadley if you did that, JP. Just went from Zurich to Genoa. So yeah, do it. Or to Venice. That'd be kind of cool too.
Well, no, he didn't wolf form from Zurich though. He went from Milan.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. All right, you wouldn't wolf form from
One more
Milan
space.
to Florence.
I mean, I personally wouldn't, but
yeah, depends on the situation.
what do I know? Yeah, well, yeah. There's a scenario for everything.
Nah, you wouldn't do that. There's a bazillion better options if you were in Milan.
No.
You could literally just go to Toulouse. You could go to Zagreb. I mean, just...
Yeah, but I think you check Milan now. Just confirm that's where he went. Then you check Zagreb. Although obviously can't do that this turn, but maybe you do chill out and supply and hope to draw hired scouts. But
you can start moving. Honestly, you're kind of been stationary for a while.
I think they went to I think he went to the east. I think they need to move east because what are the odds he didn't go here?
Yeah. You can send Mina to Toulouse just to make sure he didn't try anything really tricky and wolf into Spain, but
it's Zagreb every time. If Dracula is somewhere in the middle of the map and he wolf forms, it's like it's always Zagreb.
It's always Zagreb.
Yeah, Snuff, I agree. He's going into the east now, and he's gonna have to follow up behind and clear up all this trail. It's gonna be a pain in the butt. I mean,
yeah,
it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, given that he's only got 1 point on the board, going to the east isn't, going to guarantee him victory. And I think the hunters can still catch him, but they do need to get there, and they need to deal with all that trail. And yeah, if it's full of delaying encounters, that could put most of them out of commission for the time that he needs to make his getaway.
Now, JV Philly, imagine if this whole time Strider had just stood still and supplied, and then it was revealed that he went to Zurich immediately after he went to Strasbourg because of Jonathan Hart.
Yeah,
right. He would be up like 5 event cards.
That's true. That's true.
How many cities did he check? He checked.
Maybe I've underestimated the old solicitor. Maybe I should give him more of a chance.
My point is, like, nobody wants to have to go slowly, but if option B is stumbling around in the dark, then it might not help you out anyway. Like he's not there any sooner because he didn't stay there and supply, right?
Yeah. Okay, ruled out Italy. So yeah, he went to Zagreb, possibly went to Vienna. Can't rule that out, but.
All I can imagine now is that you were right when you said Toulouse.
I mean, that would be...
Yeah.
That would be bananas.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, actually? Yeah, we haven't ruled out the Spain option at all.
He could have even gone to Nuremberg.
Yeah. I know I sound like a broken record always mentioning you gotta go to Spain. You're going to Spain, but...
I mean, yeah, no, it's entirely possible he went to Spain here. If he did, I think that's not... Well, especially since the hunters have now committed a lot to the east, that's better for him, but...
They haven't
also, hang on, horses have not been used yet, right?
I don't think so.
That's brutal, man. That means the hunters are really suffering from just bad luck.
Yeah.
Because nothing but an awful run of luck keeps you from having all 3 white ones at this point in the game.
That or he's become the one he's beginning to believe in the trains.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe he's been train killed. But I think it's just probably awful luck.
Has he had much
I will find a way to call back to any video I've seen you make if I can figure a way to do it.
I appreciate that. Flattered, frankly. Has he had to horse though? Like, do you need to horse? Maybe he's got the horses
Maybe.
cooking, and there's just a white one left in there, and he doesn't want to risk that. That's probably what I do, because
Well, that's what I'm
you
saying.
only
Yeah.
you
Speaking
only
of horses, they're off to the races.
Dracula
Oh,
only now
well,
just wolf formed, right? So it's not like
Stewart has to check Zagreb here.
yeah, you can check Zagreb.
He
And
did not go Zagreb.
it's either Toulouse or it's Vienna. But boy, if it's Toulouse, is he gonna feel silly? So you gotta get Mina to Toulouse now in some way. Okay, her horses are up and running, so yeah, check it Toulouse now.
But then if it
Oh,
turns
man,
out
it's
Dracula's in 58, she's going the wrong direction.
Well,
Oh, yeah, he does have to.
well,
He's going to Toulouse. I think that's the right call. Yep.
he did go to lose.
Wow. He almost knew how to lose all of us because we were convinced he went to the east.
Powerful spot, Zurich.
No,
Yeah.
he convinced you guys he was in the east.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
You
I
gaslit me into it.
normally I say that going to Spain mid-game like that is a poor choice for Dracula, but in this case it worked out for. Well, so far it's worked out for him.
Now imagine if Strider had just kept all his hunters in Paris and Munich and supplied the whole time, and now he learned about Toulouse today.
I know. You're not wrong.
He'd have just there. I swear to you, there'd be 30 event cards left.
Yep.
I'm telling you. And then he would just charge everybody into Spain and kill Dracula. All right, it's not as simple as all that, but
No, yeah,
Jonathan Harker's power is not felt in like, oh, he's revealed the trail, now we're gonna go get Dracula. Like, it's not like that. It's more like this slow buildup of efficiency that can snowball potentially if you allow it to. You can take that efficiency and really just turn it into like multiple instances of more efficient movement or not movement in this case. It compounds on top of itself, right?
Mina.
Again and
that's
again.
rough for Mina. Now she's down to 4, and yet she has to keep on moving.
She's the lead most hunter now.
She's the only one. She's kind of all alone there. Doesn't have backup. Gives Dracula even more time to just kind of keep dilly-dallying around the coast.
Now Seward's far away.
Doing as he pleases, yeah.
Seward went in the wrong direction.
As I said, Mina should have checked Toulouse yesterday.
Or heck, a psychic bond would have picked that up too. I mean, remember when Dracula wolf formed, where was everybody? Like Mina and Van Helsing, they were in Cologne, remember? Remember that? They were in Cologne, and I said, oh, he should psychic bond tonight because Dracula could be in 41. I mean, I'm not expecting him to know everything. I mean, you can't predict where Dracula's going to be. But if he had, on a whim, just decided, let's go to Brussels and scan France, it would have picked him up.
Hey, we got Dark Call.
Dark, wow, he's feeling confident.
What is that about?
No Fear Dracula, apparently.
Why Dark Call?
Oh, look at that. Last thing the hunters need is bad horse rolls right now.
This feels like... Is he overconfident, or is he doing something sussy?
I think he's confident. I don't even know if he's overconfident. I mean, I don't ever think Dark Call is a particularly good move, except in a few edge cases. But I think he has reason to be confident for the time being. But they can't attack him now or next turn, really.
Yeah, but why would you Dark Call? Maybe he really doesn't like his encounter hand.
I mean, maybe he just likes to stay where he is. He wants to like hang out, feed, maybe get jumped on and fuck somebody.
That's what it feels like to me. Like something suspicious like that. Like he's lingering near Mina or something.
Yeah, he could be in Bordeaux.
I'm just wondering what that's in that lair for him not to ambush twice.
Probably a hoax or an Astro event.
Yeah, probably aristocratic, yeah, I would think. Shame that.
Yep.
I mean, if you're gonna put an aristocratic in a lair, it better be a lair that you're like 100% sure they're not gonna jump onto.
Yeah, sometimes it's the card that you need to clear out of your hand,
Yeah,
though.
I mean, don't get me wrong, right? There's a situation where you just want to get rid of it and to hell with it. But if you can get some value out of the lair, you almost will always want to try. Even if it's like just a saboteur. Still something.
Okay, no hides. Is it giving another chartered carriage to Seward so that he can get all the way to Saragossa next turn?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to do fair double fog like that stuff. At least not with the hunters this far away from him. Well, we're getting our first actual use of Jonathan.
Yeah.
Shame,
Hey,
man.
he's coming in handy. Just after I spent this whole game shit talking him.
He never had a chance to shine.
Yeah.
His power was squandered. If you want to see what Jonathan Harker can do, just supply, and you know that's what he does. He allows you to continue to supply. He gives you that luxury.
Okay, Saragossa. Nothing shocking there.
Yep, straight into Spain.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Is he chilling in Bordeaux, hoping that Mina walks onto him, or Dark Call is a weird.
Well, no, because he couldn't be hiding.
Yep, no hide yet.
He could be about to hide. We don't know.
Okay, it could have been Madrid, Santander, then Bordeaux. I see. Yeah.
Could have been. I mean,
that would sort of explain the Dark Call. Yeah.
Yes, but I don't know, man. That's so weird. Oh,
Nice
and
beating.
what? Did he Dark Call just because he
that
won?
might be it. Because think about it. You're Dracula, right? You wolf form to Toulouse and you go to Saragossa. The first thing the hunters are going to think is that you're going deeper into Spain, but actually, you go stop in Madrid and Santander and then you double back and escape via Bordeaux. I actually think that's a pretty solid move. And then you hopefully bait them into like an overcommit into Spain, bait them into wasting their hired scouts in Lisbon.
I mean, yeah, but you're risking that they just hop on Bordeaux, and then if you're wrong about who's got forewarned,
well, my
you
good
just
man,
die.
That's why you Dark Call. So you can get
not
yourself that fog, right? And now you can move on to Nantes and put down the fog. It all adds up. It's all coming together, Dracula.
Right after the Dark Call, though, because then it doesn't do any good.
Anyway, speaking of those chartered carriages, look where Galming suddenly is, right back in the fight.
2 chartered carriages down, yeah, that's big.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in Spain and he's threatening Dracula potentially, but will it actually amount to anything, or Dracula just escape by sea? And now you've chartered a carriage into Spain and you have to get back out.
Well, they've got to have him in there clearing encounters up anyway.
Right, of course.
Yep. And that's that mid-game use of chartered carriage.
Rats.
Oh.
Rats. We're the rats.
Rat down. Nice ratty layer. I can dig that.
I just have to ask one question. Whatever happened to the giant rat who makes all of the rules?
What?
I feel like I'm not picking up on that reference.
Rat movie.
I don't know that one.
The rat movie.
It's a really bad YouTube video.
Oh. Well, given that your review of it, I probably won't watch it. But
no, I didn't say it was not worth watching.
Okay.
But I can't say it's good either.
So some of us like
not
really
with a
bad
straight
YouTube
face.
videos. Some of us make really bad YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Ooh, another aristocratic. Yeah. All Delang encounters, well, mostly.
The Duke de Puce. Now there's a reference I get, Snuffleupagus. Outstanding. We have a real gamer in the chat here, people.
The Duke, what now?
In the game Stronghold Crusader, one of the AI opponents was known as
Oh.
the Duke de Puce, and
Okay.
his nickname was the Rat.
Oh. I have not even heard of that game.
Oh, well, you're missing
Either.
out, my friend. You're deprived. I highly recommend it to both of you and to anybody else who might be listening.
Okay.
Classic, like early 2000s gaming.
Don't worry, Snuff. You're in good company.
All right, old Johnny Boy's doing his okay.
Santander.
Santander, Lisbon, Cadiz, or Madrid, and then one of the.
Bordeaux is still an option.
Oh, not.
Oh well, yeah.
Yep, he did charter carriage through Bordeaux. He didn't actually stop there.
That's true. I just don't know that Dracula would hang out there with just one encounter protecting him. Because again, if you guess wrong about,
Well,
maybe
he's
one
not hanging
follow-
on Bordeaux. He's
Oh,
hanging on Nantes.
Well, here,
Well, he was.
yeah, he's gone.
No,
He's at
no,
sea
no,
either
no,
way.
no. This means he was in Spain, because if he was in Nantes, he would happily just go on to Le Havre right now.
Yep. Oh, here comes Rufus.
Yeah, no, this signifies that he almost certainly was in Spain for real. I don't get why he'd
Well,
leave
he
right
was
now,
in Spain
though.
for real. We know that.
All right, but I mean, he left from there, is my point.
Yeah.
But with Godalming delayed, maybe you could just hide. Yeah,
Santander,
black
Madrid.
cylinders, but so
He
what?
could have gone to Alicante. He's going that train route. He could have been Cadiz, going the South Atlantic route.
Okay, Seward's opting for Santander to maybe leave Mina to check something on the trail.
Yeah, just
The
sweep
danger for Mina to move is actually not that bad right now because none of these are hide, so
That's a
she
good
can't
point.
hit by 2 ambushes.
That's a really good point.
So yeah, she might as well check Alicante or Madrid. I wonder if you do just send her to Alicante to. Oh no, just Madrid. Oh, okay. So he left from Cadiz.
Right, so Lisbon, Cadiz, or Bordeaux, Nantes.
Yeah.
Keeping a hope alive.
You guys wrote off Spain earlier. I'm not going to write off Gyro's theory going north.
That is fair.
Important that you deal with
one
this.
good thing about that Dark Hall is he has been through his whole deck now, so he's got 2 fogs. Question is, did he already play one here?
Important that he deals with this right now. That he has the host.
He's keeping 2.
Host.
He's got the host.
That's huge. That's super huge.
Old man takes nap in Munich.
Okay, so now we need to find out. The good thing is, if he actually did go to Bordeaux, that's something that you can check, like, literally on your way out of Spain. Like, that's not a hassle to go there and check that. So maybe you actually just have Seward go to 31. Or no, do you have Godalming go to 31? And if it's not there, you send Seward to 8. Oh my gosh. Strider's commenting on the fact that since he put in Rufus Smith, Jonathan Harker's no longer in play.
Yep.
So he actually has to figure it out now.
You mean I have to think?
That is really funny, actually. Like, shucks, I put him out in favor of the quote-unquote better ally, and all of a sudden I'm missing his ability. That's too funny. But at least you have the Heavenly Host. At least Dracula's a 13 and not 15. And now he's about to be at
I believe
11.
Well,
Even
Rufus
better.
is gonna get some money out of this at least.
But yeah, I mean, it can only be in 2 cities. 8 or 31. You've got 2 hunters. They can check 8 and 31. No fuss, no muss. And the thing about overcommitting to Iberia is that because the trains are just so very good, you're not really overcommitting that badly, right?
Okay, did not go Bordeaux. He did go out Cadiz.
Yeah. Good.
Sorry,
good,
Gyro. I
good.
kept the dream alive as
That's
long as I
okay.
could.
I'm glad Strider acknowledged that it was a possibility. I appreciate that. So now you move Seward to 31. Simple as can be.
Yeah.
Alright,
No.
so
Well, me to mention
Mediterranean
that.
or
He
North
gets
Atlantic.
hit by a
Where's he going?
bats, and that might complicate things.
Oh,
Yeah, I think the real question here is where does Dracula go?
yeah. He's
I-
got North Atlantic and Mediterranean as his current options.
This is the thing, is I don't love either option. I think either option is kind of dangerous. Now, Seward and Mina are both all the way in Spain, so going to Ionian could be decent.
Yeah, it's gonna take a fair amount of damage just because Rufus did show up.
I mean, yeah, then you're really getting beat up. Whereas if you go 3 Cs, then okay, then you're still obfuscated.
Mediterranean or North,
But
or English
then
Channel or
you're-
Irish Sea.
yeah, then you're either landing on the mainland where it's quite easy to get jumped on, or you're landing in Britannica, which is quite easy to get consecrated grounded to
He's
death.
really committing
Yeah.
all. He's putting both his hunters in here to go after these encounters.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
He wants to get that trail over with.
It's fair.
It's like ripping off a band-aid.
Has everybody
She
been
does
counting
still
this-
have a stake.
Ooh,
New vamp.
good.
Finally,
Well,
some
that
action.
will if he just lets that go, that will certainly solve the Cadiz question. Mina can just hang out and do nothing.
But it's also going to give Dracula back his feed, which means he can just go to Cagliari and feed. I don't know about that.
Well, no, he
I'd
can't
rather
go to
see
Cagliari
this
because
thing
the
dead.
seas will be. Oh well, no. If he's in Mediterranean now, yeah, then he could go to Cagliari.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he'll feed there. I think if you can, you fight this.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
He
Dr.
can be-
Seward.
He can hang out for as long as he wants.
if he doesn't have a holy bullets,
Oh,
Oh, my
bang the
lord.
host.
I mean,
This new vampire is locked to maturing if he wants
That-
to.
is brutal for hunters. That's brutal.
always
That's
Fang.
a point. And that's a heavenly host down.
I don't know. Like, I guess he's thinking that why would the new vampire Fang? It's at full health. It would never Fang turn 1. But that's exactly what the new vampire's thinking too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
That's rough. Well,
Yeah,
Mina can just,
Skybreaker telling him, you got to step it up there. That's not going to do it here. You got to be a little more coy.
This isn't New
about
Blood anymore.
Yeah, you got to be a little more coy about how you throw that card out.
And he's gonna take the 3 points.
4 with the bite. Feedback.
Now hang on.
Nope.
He should have
Wrong
gotten-
bite.
Oh wait. Oh, he didn't get a point for that bite.
It's mesmerized bite that gets you points.
Oh,
Yeah, but-
I'm sorry.
man.
You're correct. You're correct.
Yeah.
All the permutations of what can happen with fangs. That card, it's like a.
It's a microcosm.
That's why you always throw out a knife or a
Oh.
crucifix or a garlic, so you don't have to worry about any of that headache.
Oh boy. Okay, now
He wolf landed.
he wolf landed. Did he go to Cagliari and it's fake? Did he go to Mediterranean and it's real?
It's got
I
to.
don't think you fake a Cagliari with a wolf right now.
No, I agree. You definitely don't
Yeah.
do that. But
I mean,
uh,
If
maybe
you land Cagliari, you just say, "I'm in Cagliari." What are you gonna do about it?
I tend
oh
to
boy,
agree.
there's a fish trail.
But I mean, yeah, it's
Okay.
definitely
Go
Mediterranean.
Mediterranean though.
Wolf form. So yeah, did he go back to Spain like a boss? Did he go into Italy or France?
Oh, no surprise, Seward's revealing horse and wax.
Yep.
But you're not going to be able to psychic bond now.
No.
So you're not going to know if he went into Spain.
Yeah, he could have considered moving to Madrid and just psychic bonding there. Just to be
Alicante,
sure.
Granada. Yeah. Dracula could be in all kinds of places. Yeah, right. You could put the hunters down.
The thing is, going to Spain now, I think is pretty awful for Dracula because he's got nowhere up. I
Behind
see.
the fog.
That's true too.
Yeah, there goes his other fog. That's rough.
But maybe that's
so now that
what
tells
it's
us
about.
that the whatever Mina just skipped searching was in Cadiz was probably a fog.
Why?
Oh.
Excellent weather.
Okay. I guess she's gonna go over to Marseille that way.
But why do you say that 12 was a fog?
Well, because his hand just got shown. There was one fog in it, and he's been through the whole deck. So that means he played fog at some point.
Oh, he's shuffled the deck already. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there could be one in one of the layers, but doesn't seem likely.
We can't rule that out. That's true. If it
Be
were
an
to be
interesting play if he tried it, though.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Imagine if there's a fog sitting in
Santander,
and he goes back there.
Mm-hmm. He's in 26 right now. He takes his time, works his way back there, feeds.
Yeah. But he did not go to Spain because that's almost guaranteed death. He can't escape by sea for quite a few times, and one second on would have done him in.
But is it guaranteed death if the hunters immediately pack up and leave without checking?
Well, true.
That's sort of the most likely course of action for them, really.
Highly risky. I mean, because again, one psychic bond undoes you, but yeah, could be a real ballsy play.
That's just it. Is your opponent going to use the psychic bond, or are they not going to bother?
Yeah. Or are they going to be like me and forget that it exists?
That too. Oh.
Yeah, that can always happen.
You're like, dang, Mina is just the worst hunter. Why does she suck so bad? And it turns out it's like, oh right, I'm supposed to use this.
That her ability.
Van Helsing, don't get me started on him. Oh right, he could trade event cards.
Let's not talk. Don't get me started on Gollum. Oh wait, he's rich. He paid me off to not talk bad about him.
Where's he going?
Yeah, where's he gonna go? Check. I mean, go to Marseille just to be in position for future checks. Sure.
Yeah, you could draw local rumors there. That would be pretty big.
Yeah. I guess Van Helsing just stays put, hopes for local rumors. Maybe
Van Helsing's a perfect spot.
Going east.
Yeah, you keep him right there.
And there's the excellent weather.
But
okay, so France is getting scanned. That makes sense.
Or he's going to Cagliari just to check.
Oh my god, can you imagine if he's actually there?
He's in Cagliari.
He is. It's all the rage.
This is Strider. I've seen enough games to know Cagliari's going to play a role somewhere in there.
It all centers around this one place.
Guys, what is happening?
And he played Hyde too, which I mean, it makes sense because what are they going to do? Play wax cylinders? Oh, I'm here.
Yeah. Hey, I'm exactly where you thought I was. Now what?
But you know, if you're going to excellent weather somebody to Cagliari, that's why you don't bother checking those other cities. You just do it.
Yeah.
Have everybody else supply.
Strength.
So why did Dracula? I mean, he wasted his wolf form by going there. He knew that Mina was one of the, had an excellent weather, meaning very possibly nobody else did. So maybe he thought, okay, I'm safe here, even if his hide card isn't a fog, which we don't know, but maybe it's not a fog. Oh, no, it can't be. What did the?
Yeah, by your own admission, you said. We already seen it.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, the timing is
for Dracula.
The Cagliari card can't be. Wait, actually, I can't remember one behind the
second vampire. That'd be kind of cool.
I mean, if it's a double vampire, that's pretty rough. I mean, it does have a stake, but
it's a double vampire.
Sure enough, is. But now is he going to stay around and feed and like risk a heroic leap getting traded onto her, or?
Well, we have to get to the night fight first. One thing at a time.
Oh,
she has to survive.
One thing at a time. You're right. I am getting a little bit hyped.
I think if she manages to put up a good fight
Not
and
another
wound
CG kill
Dracula,
here, at least.
Dracula's in a really rough spot after that. But if Dracula eats her instead, oh,
Oh.
nice escape.
Gets out for that one.
If Dracula
Yeah.
eats her, then I don't know. You've already used an excellent weather. It's not gonna look real great at that point, but I mean, he'll have to go to the Terranian and chase him from there. With Rufus in play, that's good news. But what you really need is to wallop him here. Even if it's just 3 or 4 damage, that could be immense right now.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
the planned ambush.
Yeah, here it comes. Man, yeah, this
If
bold
Mia
play
can do
by
6
Strider.
damage, she could actually win this game here.
If she has the
if
host,
CG's
if she
in
has the
play.
host and the knife, then you can guarantee some damage here.
Yeah.
So I host and knife go so great together, like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, okay, he's coming out with fangs, so he's risking a knife.
Well, he'd rather take the 3 than the 4.
Take 3 than the 4, yeah. Maybe
that,
a double
that
fang.
means you're assuming she even has.
There's a knife.
You know, now what happens if you throw out the other fangs and she pulls out a second knife?
I mean, yeah, that's the risk you gotta take as Drac, but it's tough. Real tough spot for Drac.
That's a great start for Strider. That's the planned ambush out of the way, though. So now if Dracula can suck some blood, get some health back, he can still come out on top here.
Yeah, he's wondering what she's got. Okay, claws, pretty.
And a punch.
Ooh, okay, that's a good turn for Dracula there.
Okay, Mia's
every
in danger.
point of damage is significant here.
Yeah, for both.
Mina, I think I'm fine with dying here if it means I don't let the count suck my blood and I hurt him for some damage.
Yeah. Yeah, now he can't play fangs because that knife is a live possibility.
Well, if he's got claws and they don't have great strength, that will kill Mina. That'll be the end of this fight.
I mean, if he kills Mina here, that's huge because then a stake goes down with her. Somebody else has to come here and deal with the double vamp.
Strength.
Yeah, strength is great play.
Yeah,
ooh,
breaks the knife.
Yeah, I was thinking dodge.
Alright, Mina's in claw rate killed now, no matter what.
Yeah, this is okay. This took a quick turn. That opened up real good for Mina, but now.
If only he'd escaped. I mean, you hit Dracula for 4 damage, so if he sucks your blood while you escape, that's still a net 2, which ain't too shabby.
Well.
No. Okay, does he mesmerize here? Nope.
He's going for the fangs.
Blood. He wants the blood back.
Oh, he doesn't get it though.
No fangs.
No blood for you.
Yeah, but he could be holding the claws back.
I mean, yeah, but like her goose is basically cooked already because he can just lead and kill her tomorrow.
He could bust out a gun in hopes that he plays another claws, and then he'll feel pretty salty. But yeah, she's yeah.
Yep.
Okay, what is it? Ooh, strength.
Escape.
Oh, and she makes it out. Skin of her teeth. But she can't use that stake that she's got because there's 2 vampires and one of them will kill her if the other one gets staked.
Yeah.
Survives that one by the skin of his teeth.
But
that's a really good outcome for Dracula. I mean, Seward maybe can excellent weather over and join the fray. But...
Yeah, if only it was Long Night, right? And Long Night actually allowed you to move by sea and not just road. She could get away from him. She could be like, see ya. But no, I think she's just going to have to... I mean, even if she rests, she's going to be at 2 instead of 1, which is hardly relevant.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oof, that's rough. Yeah, I mean, he put all his chips on that excellent weather, and
well, hey,
really could have worked out.
He hurt Dracula for 4 damage.
Yeah, no, it could have worked out, and maybe it still will. We'll see.
And Dracula will score 4 points for killing her?
Yeah.
Right, so here's the next question. As Dracula, do you hang around to try and kill her?
You got to.
You have to. Yeah, you need the health from feed and maybe from biting her again.
Your other option is to go to the Terranian, and then you go from 6 to 4. What then? Ionian and
Yeah.
you can't wolf? If you
Oh,
do
yeah. No,
that and
yeah.
he plays CG, then you're dead.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you have
I
to
think
stay
you just have to double down here and feed. That's your only
yeah.
option.
And
Which
just pray
means
they don't have another excellent level.
if you have CG and you can play it, the magic number right now is 6. That's what you got to get him down to.
Yeah.
I bet he tries to fang her.
For sure he tries to fang her. Yeah, he needs to. He needs all the health he can get.
Without the knife, she's just a bag of blood for him.
Yeah, she's
Question:
got a
Did
stake
Nina
on her
have
mother.
a horse on her?
You know, did she? I think she did. In which case she's easy prey.
Yeah.
Question is, can he get the fang on her without her dodging?
Suck the horse's blood while he's at it.
Okay, he's going for the mesmerize. Makes sense.
Oh, that's the escape.
But yeah, the more time he can stall, the better chances he has of.
For that reason, maybe you just punch as Mina, because you just. I might as well. Otherwise, he's
give him a
just
black
gonna
eye to
fang me
remember you
anyway.
by.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean at this point, Dracula might as well just plot. Oh, or claw.
Maybe she
Dodge.
has the great strength, right? Because if they have the great strength, then you don't just go punch happy. You try to make this count.
Yeah.
He's starting to believe.
Yeah. If she escapes now, I mean, he could get the 2 blood, but you play great strength.
There it is.
There's the fangs.
Okay, so
Okay,
great
it's a
strength.
great strength. Oh, there is.
He does have great strength.
Huge.
But
Does
they
still give
still
Drac
fight again
health.
tonight. Unless Van Helsing can give her an escape route, they've got to fight again tonight.
Okay, so she knifed him and punched him, and then he sucked 2 blood back.
Well, actually,
Is that right?
if Seward's got the excellent weather, he can jump over there. It'll be a 2v1. Mina will get a turn beforehand. She can either heal up to 4 or trade some items.
Spencer Wolfhart with the mega giga giganto brain plays. He says he should have gone ahead and staked that vampire and killed it. And then the one on the hide card kills Mina. But that's okay because the Count doesn't get to suck her blood now. That's fucking genius. Sacrifice your own hunter intentionally so that there's no longer a source of blood for Dracula.
And there'd be no more
oh my god.
Well,
That would be
intermission.
so freaking cool.
Yep.
Wonder how
intermission
long
time.
we're looking at. Well, I'll take that chance to go to the restroom. So see you, gents.
Oh, I'm sorry. Werecraft. My apologies. Excuse me. That's Werecraft who came up with that. Different names in the YouTube chat.
Oh, actually, there's something else we're forgetting. It's now Friday.
Clock is ticking.
Yep, Friday week 3.
But wolf form's not a thing.
Yep.
Sea obfuscation is not a thing.
Yep. Mia no longer has great strength to protect her. She's down to 3 health. Claws will kill.
Yeah, it's certainly worked out to play the great strength.
Oh, escape route.
And then the escape route. Nice. Okay, so well played, well played. Didn't need to sacrifice the queen in that little gambit, but that would have been quite interesting to see something like that. I feel like I just got smarter just hearing that suggestion as an option.
Yeah. I'm guessing you're going to be employing that in your next game.
It's like
if you can get away with it.
It's like in Point Break where you have to shoot the hostage, not the hostage holder.
I've never seen Point Break.
It's a dumb movie, and you shouldn't ever shoot the hostage in a hostage situation. That's terrible advice.
Unless you're fighting the Joker. Then you got 50-50 odds. Alright.
And now she's all the way back up to 4, just like that. She's like, bring it on, you bloodsucker. And now Seward's threatening to land there. I mean, Drax gonna have to move anyway. He's not gonna dark call, but still, yeah. All of a sudden, things ain't looking so hot for the vampire.
Well, it will be a 3-on-1 if Drac dark calls.
Yes. Plus, you
Seward has to land, and he's gonna get ambushed by both the Reckless and the new vamp.
Rufus Smith just makes everything so much easier here too. And the fact that he wolf formed, I mean, we've all seen wolf formed Cagliari. It's very clever, and it can potentially actually waste a lot of time for the hunters if they do a bunch of bad checks. But the problem is now you don't have wolf form, and that means by the time you're in the Ionian Sea, you're just gonna have to land. You're not gonna be able to wolf form, and that's really bad right now. That's really not good for him.
No.
But I mean, if he hadn't wolf formed, maybe things would be different because they'd know he was in Cagliari, so they'd have gotten there more quickly anyway. So who's to say? But it didn't seem to waste too much of his time. I think he checked Geneva, maybe. And that was it.
Yeah, he took Geneva. Was the
And
only
and
real.
then after that, he immediately just excellent weathered there.
Yeah, he's got to think hard here because I mean he could make it over to the Ionian, and
Yep. Landing from Ionian will start for your Dracula days. You don't get points for the landing, but you'll start getting points after that.
or wait, no, hold on.
It's currently
No,
Friday
he
night.
can't wolf farm out of the Ionian. He has to go either to the Black Sea or to the Adriatic in order to wolf farm. I
Oh,
believe.
doesn't necessarily have to wolf form at this point.
Ionian, yeah, he's got to move 3 seas before he can wolf farm. So,
Yeah.
if he doesn't wolf farm, he dies to CG. So, I mean, the only thing there is they'd have to use money trail, so you would have some chance of escaping a CG bomb.
He's already
But-
money trailed though.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Is like because they've already used money trail, Dracula could maybe try to land normally and not be CG nuked. But I mean, there's so many ways that can go wrong.
Yeah.
Just needs 100 to get into a strategic position where they can check a plausible city and.
Bear in mind, if they don't deal with the vampire in Cagliari,
Oh yeah,
that's
there's
7
that too.
points added on.
Yeah.
So
Now Seward, you have to assume is packing stakes.
well,
Or Mina might just do it. Do it during the daytime. Heal one more time and then.
Yeah.
Stake the next day.
well, if she dies though at this point, then
If only you could get her a lucky find.
Oh, that'd be huge.
Can you
well,
imagine?
he's got 2 event cards as well. If he's got a excellent weather hidden there this whole time,
Can you imagine if she's lucky find and like because Van Helsing trades it to her before the night fight, and then she fishes up like a heavenly host or a knife, hits
Or another
Dracula
stake.
with it, or
Oh,
even
oh,
another
yeah.
stake and stakes with the vampires. Yeah,
I mean, Dracula's not hanging around
Surely.
now because he would have to dark call, and that would be insane.
surely, yeah. But I mean, when you think about it, you either
Yep.
it's like you were saying, if you want to wolf form, you have to wolf form from Black Sea or Adriatic. But if you dark call now, that changes.
Yeah, but then you're risking a 3-on-1.
Right, that's the issue.
Or even
and
a
the
2-on-1.
and the dark call, the damage would even out because the dark call would do 2, and so would the sea travel after Rufus Smith. But now that's the problem is that Seward's about to land.
Yeah.
It was smart to threaten Dracula with backup as soon as you can.
Absolutely.
It really influences decision making here. Even if Seward just had 4 dogs on him, like it hardly matters because Dracula wouldn't know any of that.
pack of the JP Philly special in the
Seward, that's why Seward's so well prepared, is so he can hold an extra set of dogs. He can hold all 4 at once. Can you imagine if you had a
He's just
trail
coming
with
around
like
with the Westminster dog show,
saboteurs
just
and
following him around.
spies and rats and Seward just knocks them all out with dogs.
you've You've come to the wrong layer, fool.
And Dracula's sitting there like, but he just used the dogs. I thought putting down a spy would be perfect. It's like, nah, I had another one.
Yeah. Now I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or 5? Well, the truth is, this gun holds 7 bullets. I'm a professional.
Strider with a little friendly jab.
Yep. We've done the Dracula meme with him on the beach. Repeatedly.
But will he end up all washed up?
Well, I know one thing's for sure. He's gonna have a great tan.
He's thinking.
And maybe he'll finally get away with his vitamin C deficiencies.
Well, you know he's got plenty of iron.
I'm sorry, vitamin D deficiencies. I'm sorry, but bullets don't count as a healthy source of iron. So that knife might count. We have to look into that one.
It's a pretty good one, actually. What they should do is make an advanced version where they fill out some of the parts of the map that are grayed out, right, Matt King? So, like, what is that, Norway up there, at the north part of the map, and maybe like Turkey to the east,
Well, that's already where the Baltic is, quote unquote.
right? So you add like
That is Turkey.
you add like 3 cities over there on the Black Sea.
And also,
on
for
the other
correction's
edge
sake,
of the
it's
Black
not
Sea.
the Turkey, it's the Ottoman Empire.
Okay, thank you.
It's Asia Minor.
But yeah, you put like 61, 62, and 63 over there, or maybe just 61 and 62, right? Just 2 cities right there on the right side of the board.
Istanbul and Izmir, you know.
And then maybe 1 or 2 more on the Ionian Sea coast, like on the south end of that peninsula.
So Drac would have to see in and see out, kind of like Cagliari.
That'd be so broken.
It'd just be a couple spaces of...
At the end of the game, it would enable him to like hide in the corner of the board across a sea zone to win.
I mean,
Alright, so we have West Ireland, East Ireland, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not so sure on that one.
No. No, I think that would be a little powerful. I've thought before, Sicily. You see where Sicily is? How it's on the board there, it's on the map, but Dracula can't go there.
Well,
like, what if
No,
that
the
was...
father's not there. Dracula
if-
can't tank the gun.
If that essentially, if that island acted as a second Cagliari, right?
or how about
So it's-
Corsica?
Yeah. That's
Well,
too tiny,
That'd just
though.
be another
There's
Cagliari.
nobody to eat there for Dracula.
Yeah, Sicily I could see at least playing a role because it's got the Tyrrhenian, Ionian borders to work with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It
Yeah.
just kind of acts the exact same way Cagliari does, only between those 2 sea zones. Gives Dracula...
So,
But, I mean, how much would that break the game, having a second Cagliari? Probably immediately would favor Dracula immensely.
Mm. Yeah, that'd be strong.
yeah.
I was
I'd
a
also
while
give a C with 5 ports on it.
Yeah. A while back, there was some chatting on the Discord about like, what if this game were just set on a different map? Like, take a different part of the world and turn it into a map like this. Could it work? And like, people were talking about, I guess, like North America, which would be difficult because of the seas just aren't all connected in the same way they are around Europe.
It would also have 10 more guns in the deck minimum.
Yeah. I was thinking, what if you have like an Ottoman Empire one where it's like just take the map here and shift it to the southeast a little ways. You have like the Mediterranean, Eastern Mediterranean, and then maybe you have 5 more minutes. Maybe you have desert spaces that are kind of equivalent to seas, but you're riding by camel, but you still get Dracula still gets damaged for being out there because I don't know because it's sunny.
I think part of the fun idea in designing a new map, I think half the fun isn't just in the theming, but in seeing what you could do differently, right?
Oh yeah,
Like, we all know all the subtleties of how this map works, and it'd be fun to generate a new one with different subtleties, maybe different little things that you have to factor in your route as Dracula.
Yeah, this is another thing we've brought up before, but maybe also we could try different monster types.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that idea as well.
Like Fury of the Werewolf.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, you can do all kinds of things. Maybe his travel is different. Maybe his hit points are different.
As the weeks go on, the despair tokens are the moon phases.
Right, maybe he gets stronger.
So the final week gets the full moon when he's at his strongest.
Right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he actually gets stronger as time goes on, unlike Dracula.
Well, that's interesting because, Dracula... Despair tokens function in a really nuanced way. They do power him up in some ways, right? Like, if he gets a kill with high despair token, it's worth a lot more.
But at the same time, it takes longer for him to escape if he gets into a bad fight.
That's right. So it's
a
kind of a give
sword.
and a take.
Yeah. And like I said, for my werewolf idea, it could work the same way. Later weeks, he's becoming more animalistic. He's not thinking as much. You have a kind of similar thing where he can't escape as easily because he's too furious about just fighting.
Right.
He needs to bite. He needs to do his werewolf things.
Or maybe, like, as time progresses, he's tougher to kill in combat, but maybe he loses access to some of his travel abilities, or something like that. Yeah. You could put together a thing where if the hunters are able to catch him really early on in the first week, he's extremely vulnerable. But to make up for that, he has really good travel abilities. But then as the despair tokens are added to the board, those travel abilities sort of get taken away, but now he's much tougher in a fight. That's just like an idea.
Another thing is actually holy bullets are silver bullets. As the week goes on, he gets more powerful, but the bullets also get more powerful against him.
Oh, yeah, I like that. He's embracing the werewolf side, so the countermeasures become more effective. Whereas, like...
hey, Worm, how'd your game go?
Yeah, welcome, Worm Talon. Perfect timing. Skybreaker just got back.
Yep.
Yeah, did you win, buddy?
Oh, he's dark calling. It's gonna be a fight.
Oh no, he's not.
We're going full greed.
Yeah.
Well, he'll have a wonderful hand of encounter cards.
Renewed vigor.
If there's an excellent weather, he's cooked.
What if he supplies with Godalming and gets the excellent weather? Just windmills it right off the top of the deck.
I mean,
he has to kill Mina here because, like, he can't have a 2-on. Even against a weakened Mina, he can't have a 2-on-1.
No.
Not with this amount of health.
Nice job, Worm Talon. Way to get him. Way to stick it to him.
Yeah, sorry I didn't have time to get set up for recording. So I came here instead.
Well, this is getting exciting.
Yeah, this fight's pivotal here. Dracula's got... I mean, at the very least, he has to do 2 damage to her. Hopefully Fanger.
Yeah.
Because Seward is going to land at Cagliari, and she's going to heal and get 2 health for it.
Fangs.
I know.
Alright.
Huge Fang.
Doing the damage, getting the health.
Dark Hall is free now.
Drac.
Yeah, he needed that health, but he really needed to kill her. Is what he really needed to do.
Well, it's daytime, so it's a little harder for him to
I
kill.
mean, it is, but I'm saying he
But-
needs to.
But
Otherwise, I
he's
don't.
got 2 health back, so I'd say he got something out of it at least.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Mesmerize her, and then
Oh,
you
okay, does
Fang,
Godalming-
and then she escapes after? I mean,
I mean, I guess there's odds are Godalming would not have the excellent weather, so that's expecting him to show up in the fight is not that realistic. But at this point, I guess Godalming, if he doesn't have excellent weather, just starts moving, get to Munich or Venice, prepare for the departure in case they don't manage to kill the old count here.
yeah.
Or just legit. Okay.
And he's not going to be able to obfuscate by sea. That's
Nope.
the good news. He's going to be forced to move the Turanian.
Yeah, Seward's landing, but he's an item short.
He is. Oh, that's true. He's an item short.
Day late and an item short.
And he's got a horse, so
Well, he's
not
bitten.
super well equipped.
So he's actually kind of Mina right now. Like Seward right now is
What, he's
functionally
bitten?
identical to a normal
He is
Mina.
bitten. Who bit him?
Yeah. That vampire
Oh,
back
right.
in Lisbon.
He threw the
vamp hit him
heavenly
with
host at it.
Yep.
And then it
So that's
matured,
actually
right?
pretty big. That's big here.
Not sure. Heroically would put Dracula down to 6 health.
Yeah, and you've got Rufus. But the question then becomes, do you have CG or not? Because if you have the CG and you've got Rufus and he has to leave at 6 health, he's cooked. But if you don't have the CG, the question is a lot more open.
Seward does have Heavenly Host.
That's a point for
that's
Drac.
true.
So he's got 1 mystery card to work with.
Yeah.
But he's also as vulnerable as Mia now with that Heavenly Host.
Yeah, that's okay. This is not as
So
quite
this
as bad.
is not an open shut case.
No,
That's
not
true.
at
It's
all.
not quite as bad direct as I thought. Now the question is, how many damage can this?
It's got a horse and
new-
2 items and 1 event.
Because if this thing can do 4 damage to him, then suddenly I think Dracula's favorite here.
Oh wait, no, he doesn't have the Heavenly Host anymore unless he drew a new one.
I mean, Mina has 2 health.
You're right.
He
Seward does
could,
not have
he
health,
could
of course.
claw
Yeah, he
either
lost
of
the host
them.
to the first new vamp.
Great
Now
strength is
Seward does
gone.
get to heal after this, right? Oh, that's
Nice dog.
unfortunate
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
for the vamp. I mean, for Seward, it's extremely fortunate. Now Seward could actually be at full health because he heals now.
And then Mina's going to get to heal and supply.
Yeah, or heal and trade.
Oh, take one of his items.
Just to obfuscate, honestly. Obfuscate who has what.
Well, give her something. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Have her heal, and then they trade.
And
And
maybe
if you have
they'll
surprising
trade.
return. Oh, well, I don't think we've seen Agatha, actually. No.
No, we have
No, we didn't.
No
That's a
Ag-
shame. But if she was there, you'd surprising return for her. Only if you could also do the same to get Rufus back in. Because I think you'd want to keep Rufus here.
Well, you can't because one surprising return's been used.
Oh, one's been used. Okay.
Yeah. If you drew Aggie straight off, then sure you could play her and then surprising return Rufus back. But
Right.
yeah, Mina has to trade here, otherwise she's dead.
Or
Because
she
even if
just gets ignored. Just punches Dracula a couple times.
I mean, Amina death here gets him to 10 points, and oh, she's not trading. Why did she do that?
Probably
Maybe
forgot it was
didn't
a
think
small.
to. Or
not
maybe
large.
Seward has a gun with holy bullets, so trading wouldn't help at all.
Yeah, but you still got to pretend like you gave her a weapon.
No, but
Yeah.
she doesn't have any items.
Yeah, but Dracula doesn't know what he has, so you pretend like you traded.
Right, but
So
then
that-
he can look and see that you didn't actually give her any items.
Trade horse for horse.
No, because she has
She has a stake in.
she has an unseen item in her hand.
She does?
Yes, she has one
It's
unseen
something
item.
else. So
Huh?
Seward could. So
She's been holding on to that this whole time?
It's a horse, but if they trade, then Dracula doesn't know what it is.
Well, let's see.
Oh, it's a horse.
Dracula's clawing.
Oh, if there's a gun. Oh, no.
Probably just a double punch to open with.
Yep. That's painful for the doctor, though. Or possibly painful for Mina. Yeah, I think that's the choice. Yeah.
Well,
Just get her down there. Especially because she didn't trade. Now she's a sitting duck. She might, honestly, she might just escape on this round. Nope.
oh,
Well, that's her last turn of. I mean, now Dracula can guaranteed kill her.
His sucker blood too.
Because they didn't trade, he can just kill her freely. And like, what? This is I don't understand why they didn't trade.
Or if anything, she can escape in the first round.
Right. Yeah, and just hope that he doesn't claw her.
Well, he's definitely going to attack Mina, so if you
Yeah,
have
'cause
a
it's a
gun,
guarantee.
use it.
Yeah. And that's it. He kills her and hits Seward for 2. That's brutal.
That
Is it
is unfortunate.
Why? I mean, trading wouldn't have guaranteed much, but it at least would have made Dracula cautious about attacking her. Because now, okay, is there the bullets? Because if there are,
That's why he
the
didn't
bullets.
trade. That's why trading didn't occur to him.
I guess, but you got to
I
be
mean,
thinking
you're
about.
right. No, I completely agree. Like from Dracula's point of view, he wouldn't have known. But I think Strider wasn't really considering that. He was just it was as
Yeah.
simple as, oh, well, I've got a gun and holy bullets. What's the point of trading? Like, it's
Yeah,
not gonna
you might be
work.
right.
Alright, well, that's both the claws used, so gun's not going to protect him anymore.
Yep. I mean, he's got to dodge now. I think because he. Oof. I
It's a
mean,
shame
maybe
because
he escaped.
Dracula's gonna fang. You gotta
But
dodge.
maybe you escape and hope it's not a mesmerize. And obviously a fangs would be bad too, but
If he goes up to
manageable.
7.
Oh, but also
Well,
check this out. The vampire can't be killed now.
right. That's
So
really bad.
Mina took the stake down with her.
Yeah, that might be that.
They've got to get another hunter somehow over there.
If I was gonna say if Dracula escapes with 7 health, right, and he goes to C and now he's at 5, and he goes to C again and now he's at 3. Well, he's still got a wolf form, and you've got Van Helsing and you've got Godalming. The two of them can intercept, right? They have a play here still. He's escaping.
Yeah, I guess
I
he
would
didn't have
just,
any.
yeah, maybe he didn't have the fangs for it, but if you have the fangs, you fang like crazy. I would say.
Yeah, if you have fangs, you fang. But no, I'm guessing he had 3 escapes, 2 plottings type of hand.
Oh.
Yeah, it was probably something like that, and he didn't want to play into the punch with the plotting.
Yeah, because at this point, again, you're Dracula. You're like, all right,
Yep.
deal with my
He's going
vampire.
full night supply.
I dare you. Oh, and there's Aggie.
No,
Ooh, that would have made a difference.
jeez.
Wow.
He's already sucked what, like 6 blood, 4 blood.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right. Well,
Nothing you can
gotta
do about
kill
that.
Yeah. I'm sorry, lady, Sister Agatha, but Dracula's already finished his pint for the day.
Yeah, that was
So yes, I mean, Godalming has to hope he drew a stake.
And local
a
rumors.
little bit late, Agatha.
Yeah.
The problem is that Mina was your only plan for killing the vampire there, and now she's dead.
Godalming has to have drawn a stake or have a stake and get there.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that might not occur to me either. I might not have considered the fact that, like, if she dies, all your eggs in that basket are just gonna go break.
Yep. If you can kill that vampire, then
If he leaves with Godalming right now, he could do it.
yep.
And you can 2-on-1 it. It's a new vampire. No, it's a reckless. Shit.
It's the reckless. The new vamp is the
Shit.
hype.
That's bad. That's really bad. Because that means, what are you gonna do? Heavenly Host it? And then now you can't Heavenly Host Dracula with CG.
Well, if Dracula's going to Ionian, you only need one Heavenly Host to stop him.
It's true. It's true. And he didn't fang Seward
That looks
on
to
his
me
way
like he's
out.
just scooping.
No, you fight.
Oh, Godalming is desperate for that stake.
Well,
That's the only thing. Yeah.
I don't know why though. Like, you could just well, he has to have the excellent weather, or he can't get it, right?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it is too late. Maybe that's what he's digging for.
So, but what I'm saying is, if he had not supplied with Gnome, if he had left Genoa today, stake or no
Yeah.
stake,
Right.
then
Yeah.
you can land there tomorrow and hopefully kill it.
Yeah.
But if you don't even try, that means you have to have excellent weather now, or you have to
Yeah.
draw it.
Maybe he does. Maybe it's the stake that he was digging for, but
Maybe he has the excellent weather and he was just trying to get the stake. Yeah, maybe that is it.
Yeah.
But now you have to play excellent weather. That's that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
or Seward.
All you need.
Seward.
Oh, he's calling.
Yeah.
Have
But
it.
Strider, that's disappointing because
I mean, if he doesn't have excellent weather, it's fine.
it's just disappointing because he didn't need excellent weather. He could have just left yesterday. And then yeah, sure, maybe he doesn't have good items to fight it,
Yeah.
but that's better than just saying, I hope I draw excellent weather tonight on the night supply. I think that's a little better. I think it's got 4 health, right? So you go in there, you search it at night. It's going to play a bunch of strengths and mesmerizes probably, right? But what if you're lucky and it doesn't get that, and you're able to knife it once and punch it once, or pistol it twice even? I mean, you never know.
Yeah. I mean, he looks like he's just given up now.
But if you
maybe
don't
Seward fights.
if you don't try, then there's no chance. Plus, you've got Seward there too. Seward has 5 health. The two of them, between the two of them, maybe one of them could have killed it, right?
Yeah, the thing is though, if
Before-
Seward senses it, then he just dies because, sure, maybe he kills the one vampire, but then the other one kills him, and then Dracula gets the points and wins.
But you gotta try. Otherwise, you're just letting it mature.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Technically, yeah.
If there's
Yeah,
a path, you gotta take it. And then Dracula has to what? He has to land in 46 or 3, or he's gonna wolf form to 50. And maybe you CG him in such a way as to now he has to move to Sarajevo, right? Then you renewed vigor and get Van Helsing onto him and kill him.
Well, here's the other problem. He's Vampire Lair. He needs Consecrated Ground. If he didn't have either of those, it wouldn't have made a difference if he killed this vampire.
Oh God, you're right.
Dracula would
I
still just
forgot.
land,
He's
get his
already
last
at
points
10.
and win.
That
Yeah.
complicated everything. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, he would need CG. Oh, there's CG. Well, that's a shame.
Didn't get it in time. Well, that kind of explains some of the play, right? Because he was playing around the idea that he didn't have the CG to block Ionian and secure the kill, right? So instead,
But
he's like, I gotta rush him in there and damage him now while I can.
in any case, that is the narrowest victory Dracula can get.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Extremely
One-
close.
one IDS. Or no, well, 3 IDS, I suppose.
Yeah, he did make it to week.
Very
won.
close game.
Modifier, but yeah.
Very close game.
Just
Wow.
too many cards Strider needed to really turn it around and mean anything.
Yeah, maybe the move there was to wait for Dracula to leave Cagliari. Then you're dealing with 2 vampires there and not 3, right? Then the other hunters can pursue at that point.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the play.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Interesting though how it turned around. Like it looked like Dracula's gonna win, then it looked like the hunters are gonna win.
Yeah, a lot of turnabout in that one.
Yeah, really fun game.
Yeah.
That was a fun one to watch.
Absolutely. Any last thoughts, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should shoot Recklesses with holy bullets. That's what they're built for.
Heck yeah, I like that.
And you should. Oh, actually, wait. There were some things we were wondering.
Yeah, we should
Oh,
design
what was-
board games.
What was the hide card in Hamburg? We were wondering why you didn't ambush.
Oh, let's find out.
Oh.
See if you remember.
I accidentally closed the game, so I can't ask or read anything.
All good. I guess the other question is why didn't Strider trade with Mina and Seward and
Oh, we know the
Cagliari?
answer to that already. I already
I think your
told you.
theory is probably the right one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just an extremely high level thing to even consider when you're looking at a gun with holy bullets.
Yeah.
Not to
Yeah.
say that Strider wouldn't have considered high-level things like that, but, you know, some things
I
escape
imagine he
us,
was
even the
probably-
experienced players.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was probably just pretty stressed in that situation too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You're like, how do I kill this Dracula? And yeah.
And he gave it a good try, you know? He shot him with the holy bullets. He messed up his day with Rufus Smith. Some
Yeah,
really good
very-
effort there.
Very nearly had him.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, everybody.
Oh, Skybreaker says I had a mental misstep.
Oh,
He,
maybe
so he,
that's
I
what it
think
is.
he meant to hide or to ambush with the hide and just fumbled it somehow. Not sure what he was. I'm curious if he'll say what he was thinking.
Oh, I guess it was fog.
Oh wow. Oh, that's where the fog went. Okay, the other fog.
That might have
So it wasn't
changed
in
things up, yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's funny because even if he had ambushed with the fog, he ambushed with the vampire as well, right? No, he's talking about Hamburg. Remember the vampire got hit by Heavenly Host in Hamburg by
Oh
Mina.
right.
Mina throws out Heavenly Host turn 2 and kills it.
Yeah. Okay. So that was his first fog.
So
Okay.
yeah, he even if he had played the fog, I mean, she would have been delayed, but the combat wouldn't have gone any differently, and it would have died. Pretty funny. We also saw Pizza Wizard do that one much earlier in the tournament. Ambush with the reckless that's probably about to mature, and then they kill it in the combat.
Yeah.
It's great. All right, everybody. I'll be signing off on that. It's been a long, fun day
Yeah.
for you, Dracula.
Yep.
So we'll be
All right.
catching
Well,
you
thanks
next
for hosting
time.
the stream, and as always.
And thank you for joining me, gentlemen. Had a great time.
Yeah.
And we'll see everybody in the